When I was younger, I always wanted to go on adventures, and boats are definitely a part of that. I grew up in Edmonds, so when I found out that the school was just on the other side of the Sound, I really jumped at the chance. When I first arrived at the boat school, it was the scale of the projects that made a big impression on me. The facilities were very impressive. We were sharpening that first couple weeks, and fingers were raw, but I knew it was all going to be worth it because it was building a foundation of skills that I'd be using for the rest of my life. Everything I had hoped kind of happened. I got to work on some small boats, some larger boats, boats of different construction, and I think a really valuable thing I took away was the relationships I was forming with instructors and students. There's a lot of trust, there's a lot of guidance. We were all feeding off each other, and we were getting some beautiful work done.
The expressed goal from my standpoint is to offer a position every year to a graduate. Riley came in with the things that I needed technically. He was competent and capable on the tools. He had a lot of background while at the school and working on different parts of boats. He also had then the people skills. His attitude was very much I can and I will and I'll do it with a smile.
I think Scott's happy to have someone else in the shop. We're all kind of the same mind, kind of a little community, and that's a blessing to be a part of. This is the community to be in if you want to work on wooden boats. I'm losing sleep all the time thinking about boats, and I love it. I couldn't be happier.
I was a farmer, so I was always working with my hands outdoors, a lot of building greenhouses. And I was often in a position where I needed to use a tool and just didn't know how. And a close friend mentioned the boat school, and I was just hooked. It seemed like everything I was trying to accomplish. I chose to go into large craft because I was interested in going into it professionally. This is the folk boat, and I mostly worked on helping build the hull and planking it. This was incredibly fun to work on because we got to watch the boat sort of grow from below and like take shape. And so it's amazing to see the folk boat now because it looks completely different. It's just great, it's exciting. I'm jealous of the people who are working on it now. I was intentional about trying to get as much variety of experience as possible. I got to do restoration and carvel planking on Felicity Ann and help build the deck substructure. Finishing up the cabin was really challenging and really satisfying. You know, sitting in here, I actually feel a little bit sentimental because I've spent a lot of time in here this past year. The most memorable parts of working on Felicity Ann for me was definitely this internship that I did after I graduated. I feel like the internship made all the difference for me because I gained so much more confidence and to trust that even if I didn't know the answer, that I could figure it out. Now I'm working as a subcontractor for another shipwright, which has been really cool because I have a lot of freedom, but also I still have someone to go to for some guidance or questions or support. I'm really excited about getting to a point where my skills with woodworking become less a skill set and more like an opportunity to be creative and express myself and try new things.
When I started seriously considering the boat school, I wanted something that was artistic and you work with your hands and, you know, creative but structural, and they give me that direction that I think I'm missing in my life. The boat school just far surpassed all my expectations. The fact that they were so welcoming and meet you where you're at created a really nice environment to thrive in. And I started realizing there's a science to this and there's an art to it, and 3 months into the program I started going down the small craft field. We were creating a replica of a 1948 Whitehall, and I got to see that all from start to finish, which was really, really rewarding and a great educational experience. The night of graduation, Todd from Cape George Marine Works called me and offered me the job. I was ecstatic to find out that I would be working in the field.
He showed me some good skills and some good background knowledge and a lot of enthusiasm, which is, of course, the principal requirement.
I got this project to make a bowsprit for the Cape George 38 cutter. I used the existing bowsprit and made some improvements on its design, and I got to work right away on milling up the Alaskan yellow cedar and laminating it, and I made the one you see here.
The boat school brings a level of competency right off the bat that we can use as a building block to make boat builders.
Working here, I've been exposed to guys that have been working in this industry literally for 40 years. It's just really inspiring to be around people that have followed their dreams and are living them right now. If I didn't take the chance to go to the school, I wouldn't be here. Really exciting.